is on their feet, and they all got their money's worth tonight.
We find ourselves in the dry southeastern corner of Oregon, far from the temperate, wet, tall tree forests of BC. It is here in this mostly deserted corner of the state that the Owyhee River has carved its canyons as it flows northward, out of Nevada into Idaho and then Oregon. In some places, the canyon is over 1,000 feet deep. The Owyhee is 280 miles or 450 kilometers long in total, before joining the Snake River. The section we plan to paddle is approximately 50 miles long.
Look how pointy it is.
On the drive down, we have passed all the shining white volcanoes of the Cascade Volcanic Belt, Rainier, St. Helens, Hood, to Jefferson and the Sisters. It has been a very scenic drive, but we are excited and ready to start paddling on the river. The Owyhee River has a self-permit system, so you fill out a form and drop one copy in a box at the start while bringing another copy with you. All human waste must be carried out from the river, so to tackle the number 2 issue, we brought wag bags and a sealing bucket to contain the bags.
Done good, powering up on pizza. About to get on the river. It's gonna be great.
My Packraft is the largest and doesn't have a skirt, so carrying the poop bucket fell to me. That's what the orange bucket is in my raft.
There's like kind of a rock and a hole, so that one is a little bit more.
Look how full my boat is, folks. I'm in my bathtub. And my water bottle's about to float away.
Real cowboy here.
That's right. SS bathtub.
That's why you got a powder skirt.
Today, the second day, has been really nice because every once in a while as we go down, there's a nice rapid ready to spray us with cold, fresh water, cool us down. Today doesn't feel nearly as hot, so constantly getting cooled off by these rapids. It's a wonderful day out here. Beautiful weather on the Owyhee, and the canyon is gorgeous. Whitewater's fun. Stoked to be here. As we float down the river, we are watching hawks soar on thermals above the gorge and birds nesting in the cliffs. Little yellow flowers blowing on the hillsides. The smell of sagebrush, the chirp of crickets. It's really peaceful and relaxing until you hit a rapid, and then it's fun and exciting. And it's awesome out here. My first time floating a river through the middle of the Oregon wilderness, and I'm loving it. What a stunning landscape. So different from BC. Coming from Squamish, it's just about the exact opposite. As opposite as you can get. Get your onions.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
This is awesome. Awesome. Sunset hike.
Look at that gorgeous desert landscape over there. We hiked up here for sunrise, and this is Pruitt's Castle, or Lambert Dome. And that badland looking towers is just gorgeous in the early morning light. So beautiful. Morning of day 3, and this morning we get to soak in beautiful riverside hot springs. This is ryegrass hot springs, about 20 feet above the river. There's this hot water just coming out of the slope. It has that trademark algae, and it is steaming hot. It is quite a hot spring.
What's for breakfast?
We're having scrambled eggs, peppers, salami, and cheese.
Them sirens did this to Pete. They loved him up and turned him into a horny toad.
Right here on the side of the river, we're in this little cave, and it's the one place that I can find shade. It's really nice. Rapids out front, and this is just an eddy back in the cave.
Could be. I haven't seen it though. There's birds nests up here.
Iron Point Canyon is the deepest canyon section on the river. The towering walls stretch skyward, making you feel very small between two giant barriers.
Ready for some chowder? Here comes Alex! You got your paddle?
Alright, Montgomery, just like they say, take the V, very right, paddle hard, away from the wall. I felt good. I was able to go beside the hole. It was fun.
I hit the hole. I got a hole in one.
I'm happy I ran it.
Like 50 million years of erosion. Did you see those caves? Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Day 3 from the hot spring to the canyon was the best singular day of the trip.
Flip,
Yeah.
or like tip, right?
Yeah.
And because I don't have the strap, or I'm just not good at.
The strap helps for sure, but I think it also makes you flip quicker if you're like rolling the wrong way, because it's like you're pulling the raft with you.
Like for this rapid, like I was talking to myself, like lean forward.
Yeah.
Like I was opening my knee against both of the
Right.
sidewalls of the boat, so I was like in position, like bracing position, right from, and then it was like paddle hard. So I was like, okay, I'm ready.
I think one where I didn't swim, where I literally like ricocheted off the rock. I don't know how I didn't die on that, but that was like a
That
Mission
one,
Impossible movie
that one
or
you got.
something.
I think you got lucky.
I was using my snowboarding skills, like treated it like a spine or something.
That one, I was like, oh god.
After exiting the sheer vertical walls of the canyon, the river opens up to broad rangelands marked by the historical hole-in-the-ground ranch. The pioneer history dates back to 1901 and a man named Riley Horn, who purchased 320 acres of land. It was passed from rancher to rancher and eventually Scott Conley Davis and his wife Stacia Hall Davis. This house was built by Conley and Stacia in 1934. Note the chimney made of river rock. This is a photo of Frank Davis, Conley's father. The date is unknown, but I would guesstimate sometime around or before 1930. Conley and Stacia raised primarily horses for the U.S. Remount Service, which provided fresh horses for the U.S. Army. In 1942, they registered more quarter horses than any other breeder in the United States.
He is very soft. Look at what happened to the ceiling. Oh my god. Wow, dude, that's so cool. Wow, you guys are intense. We're exploring this old ranch house, and up here in the corner, Alex spotted them first. There are a couple baby owls just sitting on a perch, and they're barely blinking, but they look like toys almost. But they're definitely alive because they move. They follow you around the room with their eyes. That explains all the poop on the ground. And there's feathers stuck to the door, so I wonder how many owls live in this old ranch house. I've never encountered that before. That was cool. Sorry for invading your space, guys. We're gonna get out and leave you in peace.
This is one of the oldest buildings at Hole in the Ground Ranch.
And it looks to be in quite an abandoned state. I don't know how long ago it was occupied or functional as a ranch. It must have been a tough life out here in the Oregon wilderness. The water would basically be your life source so that you could survive in this harsh climate.
In 1944, the ranch was sold to H.T. Morcom. This is why I thought it was called Morcom Ranch when I was there at the time.
Someone might have been living in this cabin, squatting, because there's a solar shower, there's caulking, supplies. Look at that, they've been sealing up the cracks. There's a mirror, a little barbecue, a water jug. Someone might be squatting up in this ranch. But it is quite peaceful and tranquil out here. The wind blowing through the trees, and yeah, it's a very stunning location. Is it on the left here or is it around the bend?
Our friendly campsite neighbors happily obliged to throw a stick for Nina.
Absolutely gorgeous sunsets up here in the wilderness of Oregon. Look at that river in the background and the orange light on the cliffs. Just magnificent. I love it. We just had a beautiful soak in Greeley Hot Springs right at river level as the sun rose above the hills. The crickets were around us chirping. You can hear the dull roar of the distant rapids. And the water temperature was just hot and beautiful and relaxing. And this is the perfect way to wake up, right at the river. If we had come here a week earlier, these hot springs probably would have been flooded because they're so low. They spend part of the spring under the river level, but right now 1 foot higher of river and these hot springs would be flooded. So we got here at the perfect time. This Oregon wilderness is just stunning. Now it's coffee time. Last morning. Here we are, we're just finishing off the Owyhee. Final stretch on the morning of day 5.
I loved it. It was epic. It was perfect.
The desert gifted us with perfect weather and a very memorable experience in this often overlooked, rugged corner of Oregon. The scenery was incredible, the company enjoyable, and leaving had me feeling a little deflated. Although mixed with elated. I'll have to come back.